All right, so let's take a deep dive into something pretty fascinating. It's about OpenAI's new O3 model. I think we all know that this thing's a game changer for artificial intelligence. It can do all kinds of tasks that were practically science fiction just a few years ago. But all that power, all that amazing power, comes at a cost. And that cost, well, it's an energy cost. And we're not talking about, your average phone charger here. To give you a sense of scale, just running one single task on O3, can use the same amount of energy as a typical U.S. household uses in 2 whole months. That's 1,785 kilowatt hours. I mean, that's enough to make you think twice about hitting that run button and get this energy consumption figure. It might actually be a significant underestimate. Why? Why? Because it doesn't factor in all the energy needed to keep those powerful GPUs cool while they're crunching all that data. We're basically talking about massive server farms working overtime constantly to keep O3 running. And all those servers, well, they generate a ton of heat, and that requires even more energy just to manage it. Now, you might be thinking, okay, yeah, so it uses a lot of energy. What's the big deal? Yeah. Well, the big deal is that this level of energy consumption, it's just not sustainable, especially as AI models get even more powerful and more common. Think about the environmental impact for a second. I mean, all that energy use, it's got a huge carbon footprint. It really makes you question how we can balance the incredible potential of AI, which we've already talked about, with, well, the very real and very urgent need to live sustainably. Now, it's not all doom and gloom, I promise. There are actually some pretty interesting developments going on right now that are aiming to, tackle this whole energy problem head on. One promising area is something called green AI. And it's basically about designing AI systems that are just inherently more energy efficient from the ground up. And researchers are exploring new algorithms, new hardware architectures even, that can, handle those complex tasks we need, but with way less energy. It'd be like finding a way to get all the amazing results of O3, all those benefits, but without having to, power a small city to do it. Another really cool approach that's getting some traction is edge computing. So imagine if we could process data closer to its source instead of relying on those massive data centers. Like processing right on your smartphone or a local server or something. That could drastically reduce the amount of energy we need to transmit and process all that data, making pretty much any AI application a whole lot more sustainable. But of course, all these solutions are still pretty new. They're definitely still in those early stages. And there are some hurdles, some challenges we still got to overcome. But the fact that there are people out there who are actively trying to make AI more sustainable, more responsible, well, that's pretty encouraging in itself. I mean, it shows a growing awareness that we can't just keep going for more and more powerful AI without thinking about the cost to our planet. So where does all this leave us? I mean, we've talked about how O3 is this groundbreaking AI, but it also has, well, an equally groundbreaking appetite for energy. And even though we've got all these exciting, efforts going on to try to make AI more sustainable, the big question still remains: how do we reconcile this need for increasingly powerful AI, with the need to protect our planet at the same time? It's a tough one. Right? It's a question that really gets to the core of what we value as a society. I mean, are we okay with a future where technological progress, all these amazing advances come at the expense of environmental sustainability? Or are we ready to push for something different, a different kind of progress, one that's both innovative and responsible? Maybe the real breakthrough won't just be in developing more powerful AI models, as cool as that is. Maybe it'll be in finding ways to separate that power, that AI power, from its current need for all that energy. Just imagine a future where AI can reach its full potential without pushing our planet to its limits. That's the challenge and the opportunity that's right in front of us. The future of AI, it's still being written, and it's up to all of us to really decide what that future is going to look like.